Hey Joss, how you doing? So, what are we going to do today?
Josselin is 16 years old and she's got Charge syndrome. She's profoundly deaf. She's registered blind. She is completely sensory impaired. She has no balance organs or sense of smell or taste. She has respiratory issues, which means that she uses a ventilator overnight each night. Some days she can spend the whole time kind of folded double with her hands over her face. She can't see anything and she's completely cut off from everything, but she sometimes feels safe being like that. And when she does look up and smile, it's magical because you know then she really is happy. I've got scars all up my arms from where Josselin has scratched me. She's not being aggressive, it's because she can't speak and she can't communicate with being deaf and blind. So when she scratches, she's communicating. Julie's House are the only ones that we get help from with looking after Josselin. We don't get support from anywhere else because she is difficult to look after.
I became ill during the Christmas and New Year period 2021, and on the 5th of January I collapsed at home and was rushed into hospital, and it turns out I had sepsis, and then they COVID checked me and I had COVID. I had pneumonia, and that night they came and said they were going to have to put me in a coma, and that's kind of the last thing I remember until I came out of the coma.
It was difficult at that point. He had been doing most of the lifting and carrying. We live in a 3-storey house with a child that doesn't walk, so I would rely on him quite a lot for lifting and even getting him out of the car, and suddenly he couldn't do those things. It was challenging. We found out about Julia's House at a disability event where there was lots of different services represented there. Both Dalton, my son, and Josselin received support from Julia's House. Dalton enjoys using the sibling service. He's had sleepovers here, days out. He's met up with the sibling team and met new friends. Josselin receives care at home, and she loves coming to the hospice for hospice sessions as well.
There is no 2 days the same for Joss. When she comes in, we have a plan laid out, and if Joss comes in and she doesn't want to do that plan, then we don't do it. It's as simple as that. Joss can display some challenging behaviour, and I know that that's difficult for the family. So when Joss comes in here, Mum gets respite, Dad gets respite, siblings get some time for them as well, which is of benefit to the whole family.
The difference it makes to us as a family is massive, because at times if Joss is over having a stay, it allows us to then spend some much needed time with Dalton or big brother Alex, because we can't always commit or provide the time to be with them because Joss has to be number one.
We talk about what children can and can't do, and for Joss there's nothing she can't do, and her family expose her to everything that life's got to offer, and I think that's amazing. It's a real bonus to watch her do things that you probably think that you could never do while you're in a wheelchair or you haven't got your sight or your hearing. None of it stops Joss, and she is a real character.